Oh,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
From the Pescators.
This is why it's no good to be scripted.
Yeah, we're not.
We're not scripted.
We're
people.
not scripted at all.
No, we're not. But I left you guys a very thoughtful post on the community board that, because I would never get it all out. I would be crying. So, Merry Christmas from...
Merry Christmas from John and Elisa.
Oh, you said your last name.
From the Pescators.
Yeah, from the Pescator. You were like, do they know your last name? From Shea Pescator. From
Villa
Casa de
Pescator.
Pampo.
Villa Pescator.
Villa Pescator.
It's
I'm going to finally get my Bailey's coffee. Here we go.
It's Christmas Day.
Tradition.
2024.
Oh.
And there's much to be grateful for.
I always save my first sip for my subscribers and members. Very much to be grateful for.
Yeah, we're really, really happy and blessed to be living in a time of such prosperity and abundance, and I think,
and great neighbors.
We do have great neighbors. I think
our neighbors woke us up with beautiful Christmas. Beautiful Christmas. What are you doing?
Can't you get all that to go away?
What?
Like, I could touch the button and all that stuff goes away, and all you see is us and not the counter and the controls.
Well, I don't have an Apple.
All right, well, you're bad.
No. I need all that.
Okay.
What were you saying?
Because I was saying that we, despite, I think the message we'd like to send to you is peace on earth and goodwill to men. Now, goodwill to men is easy. You just, you be kind and you be, and you think well of your neighbors, your friends, and your family. That's goodwill to men. Now, the peace on earth is a little trickier, I think. I think.
How about just peace in the house?
I think we're going to have to talk to the Israelis and the Arabs about that. We're going to have a conversation with the Russians and the Ukrainians about that. And then, of course, there's,
don't forget the Americans. We do our share.
Of course, there's the aliens and the drones in New Jersey, which is right over the bridge from us here. And
I was up last night, and just like when I was a kid, I'd look out the window, and because it's Christmas Eve. It's like you look out the window, like, is Santa out there? Santa out there? And I'm looking. I'm like, are there any drones? Have they made it to Philly yet? They won't even come near here. They won't come near here. Yeah, I don't know if I told you guys this in one of my lives or whatever. About, I don't know what I was talking about. I was talking about Philadelphia, but I was talking about the fans here. We threw snowballs at Santa Claus.
Before we were even born, it was in the 60s.
It was
in the 60s.
It was an article by Stu Byofsky.
I know Stu Byofsky. The incident you're referring to
happened. Snowballs.
It happened at Franklin Field in the 60s. You don't know it. It was all blown out of proportion. The reason this happened was...
I didn't know it.
The reason
and then I looked it up
was
because I'm like, this can't be true.
Santa didn't...
Philadelphians didn't throw snowballs at Santa Claus.
The owner failed to get the Santa to show up. They ended up putting some real skinny guy in a Santa outfit. But I looked the article up
and I remembered reading it. I don't remember that.
You remember reading it. It happened before you were born.
Okay, well, did we get any better as fans?
No.
Could you imagine if there was a drone in Philly?
We threw batteries at Jimmy Johnson, the Cowboys coach. They threw D-cell batteries at him in the 90s.
Now, that's not fun.
Well, okay.
I mean, not the snowball.
This is what you want to talk about on
no,
Christmas?
I'm just saying, I was looking for, I was like, are there any drones
what
out
happened to peace on earth and goodwill to men? You go right into the gutter.
I didn't go into the gutter. I was making a point that the drones have not made it 10 minutes away to Philadelphia.
Because you were just screaming at the poor cat. Christmas morning, she's screaming at the poor cat. I mean, he's
the poor
a cat.
cat is 28 pounds. The poor cat is always under my feet.
He is.
Not
Listen,
under his feet.
Listen, this.
I'm cooking yesterday with hot oil. I back up. I trip over the cat. I got things in my hand, a spatula in the other. I go flying, but the poor cat.
When she walks down the stairs to our house, the cat acts like he's the beneficiary of our life insurance policy because he's under her feet the whole time. And, you know, again, it's. Listen, I get it. He doesn't do it to me as much as he does it to Elisa. I mean, he does walk under my feet. Mainly for me, when I walk down the steps, like in the morning, and he knows I'm going to feed him, he comes flying down the side of the steps right past me, which again, he could probably, you know, trip me or knock me over. But with her, he's always under her feet. And then the other
You're
thing...
the spare human, so he doesn't come near you.
The other thing... Here he comes now. The other thing...
He busts in. John calls him the Kool-Aid Man.
The other thing he does...
He comes through the door like the Kool-Aid Man.
Say hello to your mom's subscribers. The other thing...
Between him and the cat.
The other
him
thing...
and the cat, you almost knocked everything over on the table because he's got to pick up the cat.
The other thing that he does is he likes to... Like, again, Elisa's right. He's about 20 pounds.
8.
No, he's not 20.
He's 28 pounds.
He's 20 pounds. He's not 20.
28 pounds.
So anyway, he's
a turkey.
He's a beast. But he'll sit on like the third step from the top of the steps, and then, as you can imagine, a 28-pound cat, he pretty much covers the whole step.
Yeah, he won't
and
move
then
either.
you want to walk down the steps.
It's like part of the carpet.
He won't move.
And, you know, and if you're not aware of it, you know, I'm going to go down head first. That's going to be it. He is going to be.
Well, you have to be mindful. You know, we were just having a conversation with your mother.
Look who's talking about being mindful.
With your mother, she says.
Yeah, I gave her mother shoes.
First, the slippers tripped her.
Send these back.
Then you said the rug tripped. Neither one of them tripped her. She didn't lift her foot off the ground. That's what tripped her.
Yeah, but the best is how many times has she tripped on this rug that she almost went into the coffee table.
But. Again, it's not. I think I correctly diagnosed it that it's not the rug, it's not the slippers, it's the human. So you know you have to lift your feet off of the ground for locomotion. You can't drag your feet on the ground. She dragged her feet on the ground, and then the slippers and the rug are both non-stick. So they did their job, and they stuck, and she went face forward. Which, again, it's neither the fault of the rug, your theory, or the slippers, your mother's theory. It's her. You know, I told her, Rose, when did it happen? Last night. Well, you're probably tired, and so you're not lifting your feet up. And, you know, when you're tired, go to bed.
I'm getting stressed. I need a biscotti.
Foofi, come here, Dad.
I have gotten so much coffee as gifts and cookies.
Come on, I want you to say hello to everybody.
And I'm over the moon.
Come on.
I'm over the moon. That's all I do. I live in here.
Say hello to everybody.
Look at this. Look, he's going to knock my coffee over, and then you and him are going to get ejected from this film.
Come on, Dad. Look at how he adores his mother.
Here, give me those murder mittens. Can you slice this open for me?
Foofi.
Slice it open. How about how he comes running when I have cake? I was eating an oatmeal raisin cookie yesterday. The cat is nuts for cinnamon, maple, and anything sugar. So he's right in my mouth while I'm trying to eat an oatmeal cookie. There go the grubs.
Here they go.
Yeah, there they go. And so John's like, John's sitting next to me shaking his head like, he ain't going to eat that. He ain't going to eat that. He pulled the cookie, raisins and all, right out of my mouth. Right out of the cookie. Big bite. Foofi, I can't get this open. I can't see either.
All right, go easy, Dad. Go easy.
There's gotta be.
Go easy.
It's getting worse trying to open things. It's getting worse. Everything is cryovac.
All right.
He knocks my coffee over. I'm gonna throw a fit. Here, get that. Open things. I want to see what that is. My mother brought them over yesterday, and I went to her house, and they were sitting on the table, and I wanted one so bad.
It says right on here, almond chocolate.
I was going to say, well, and then I was like, nah, let me save it, because I made so much food yesterday. So much food. We're 4 people.
Fried shrimp,
scallops. We have baklava.
Crab cakes, fried baklava. spinach.
Yeah, what else do we have? I don't even know. I don't even know.
You made
Now, this one this morning, you should see the crown roast I have in the refrigerator. I told him about the crown roast, about the butcher said, no, you don't have enough people. I'll make you a little pork roast.
Yeah.
I was like, go back and tell him I want my crown roast.
Okay.
He comes home. Fred Flintstone couldn't even eat this thing. It's so big. But anyway.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. I'm going to make it. So now we have all this food from
Don't
last
you want
night.
one?
We have all this food from last night. This one goes, I said, what do we have to do? Because I want to do a video. I want to do a Merry Christmas video. This has been fun. Do a Merry Christmas video with my, on my channel. And he's like, well, I'm going to make some, what are you going to make? No, I got my own. What are you going to make?
We only need two.
What do you want?
One's enough for both of us.
No. What were you going to make? Tortellini Alfredo? Yeah, okay. I said,
What,
there's a
matcha?
oh, I made a whole pan of eggplant parmesan. Nobody even looked at it. They were stuffed.
Oh, then we had apple pie a la mode.
Yeah, I made so much food.
And then we watched the bear, the fishes episode.
Well, this has become our new holiday tradition to watch The Seven Fishes, which is season 2
It's called Fishes.
of The
Season
Bear.
2 of the bear. It's about episode 6 or something.
Even if you don't watch The Bear. Well, isn't it called the Bernardis? Berzattis?
No. The episode itself is called Fishes, period.
He's getting crumbs all over my diamond painting.
Well, you invited me. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this video. I told her.
He said, I said, I'm going to go downstairs, I'm going to do a video. He goes, well, if you wait for me to get out of the shower and get dressed, I'll join you. I was like, no, I'm doing it like this. Look, I'm in my pajamas. I said, I'm doing it like this. He said, oh no, I got to get all dressed. I come downstairs, he's on the sofa, and I hear him going, It's a Wonderful Life. He's talking to the remote. I'm like, are you joining me for this video? Or are you going to watch It's a Wonderful Life?
Well, I was going to watch
He's like, oh, I don't feel like taking a shower right now. I think I'll just put a hat on and come and join you. And you did.
Yeah.
Touche.
So.
You want some Baileys? Coffee and Baileys?
Look at them. I'm going to just throw it right under the box.
Oh.
She asked me if I wanted Baileys and coffee. I said, no. Would you make me turmeric tea? Because I have an inflammation problem. I went in the kitchen. There was this much water in the pan. I poured it in the cup. It didn't even fill up halfway. I shook my head and I walked away, and now I have no tea.
What are you, handicapped? You couldn't put more water
I'm
in the pot?
handicapable.
Yeah, you are handicapped. The reason why there's no tea in his cup is because I was busy running around looking for where's the charger, where's the selfie stick, because my life is disrupted.
And that prevented you from filling the fucking the pot up
You're
with enough
spinning
water.
biscotti all over my diamond painting. No, I was busy trying to get ready for my video, and I said to him, you know,
Again.
I'm all disrupted from your party. I don't have a desk.
Have you said
If I was going to do this, the night before, I would have had everything out and ready for myself.
Here
Now I'm
comes,
running all over. Oh, was I upstairs? I think I
here
was
comes
upstairs.
Ramsey, and that's not Bobby, it's somebody else.
Hey, mistress.
No, mistress, get out of here.
Because you do that in the street. We're the worst. Wait until we take you out on the deck for New Year's Eve.
A lot of activity here on 18th Street.
It really is. Oh my God.
All right, people. Merry Christmas.
You're out?
I'm out.
All right, I gotta finish
Come
my
on, Foofi, let's go
biscotti
watch
before I
It's a
start
Wonderful
diving.
Life. Crap boy. Come on. Foofi. Come on. Come over here.
Go ahead. Go. Bye.
Come here. I gotcha.
I think you should put elf's ears on him. Here,
Oh, would
no.
you stop with the
No.
crying?
I think you should put no. you should put reindeer ears on him.
He won't wear nothing.
He's big enough to pull a sleigh too. Look at him. Oh, he's a terror. Terror. Wait.
All right. Calm down.
I'm
Jesus. He's such a hypochondriac.
I wonder where he gets that from. All right. So I gotta dip this, but my hands are getting a little chocolatey. I'm still working with ABs on this canvas. Oh my God, this is terrible. But I'm starving. Okay, so I
shoved the rest of that biscotti in my mouth and chugged my very cold coffee. I decided last night to take out Nordic Winter after all the company was gone. Like, I really just had a distress. And I'm like, again, displaced. I didn't know where the rest of these were. I went upstairs and I was like, oh, I gotta find the rest of those. I mean, I always have white ABs, so it wasn't a big deal. But I knew that these were the ABs for this kit. And I mean, a whole pack left still. So I was like, I can't do much when I'm videotaping and diamond painting. It's just not, I'm on this like little TV table. It's just, you just can't do much. So last night I turned this around, and this I got from Lizette too. She does this. She'll start on the bottom, and then she'll turn her canvas around, and she'll start on the top, and then, you meet in the middle. This is such a cute canvas. I love this canvas. I figured, I should have got I'll go get them. I'll hit pause. We'll do the moon. Let me put these little ABs in here, and then we'll do the moon, because the moon is glow in the dark. Really, really simple canvas. I don't even bother with the washi tape or the, release paper. There's so, you could see I worked my way all the way up here with the ABs. So let's put these in. There's so many premieres and stuff today. I put too many. I told you on the lower the TV. Okay, I'm not doing anything. All right, let me put this here a minute. Pull this back enough so it's not in my way, and then I can hold this. I hope everyone had a very nice Christmas Eve. When he said he was getting dressed and all, I'm like, I'm not getting dressed. Oh no, I can't go in front of the camera like that, he said. I was like, oh well, because you're not in the kitchen cooking. I'm rolling out of bed, washing my face, brushing my hair, brushing my teeth, and I'm going to go in the kitchen. Then I figured, no, I really want to do something. I know everybody's got so many premieres and going on, and Mia over at I'll put the link down, Mia's Life with KFS, she did a really sweet thing and put Christmas Eve and Christmas Day schedules for all the creators here on YouTube that were having anything diamond painting for the holiday. Isn't that sweet? And I was like, that was the first thing that I saw, because I subscribed to her channel, and I had actually turned on the YouTube to say, okay, who's where, who's doing what. I was able to catch Anthony doing an unboxing of a really sweet Christmas tree house by Distracted by Diamonds, and I ran right over Anthony and I bought that canvas. Just so you know, you and I will be doing the same canvas for holiday 2025, maybe. Or maybe I'll just do it, privately. But I have room on my schedule for one more canvas. And when Anthony said that was a hot deal, I had stuff in my cart already on Etsy, and I ran over and I put it in my cart. And I think I actually nabbed the last one. Because when I went back, after I got done cashing out, it was like, this item is sold out. So I think I got the last one. That's a really cute. When I looked at Anthony unbox it, I was like, oh my God, that looks like where the elves live. It was really cute. So I picked that up too. But I have room. I did, I had to go to the doctor's with John. And so where we go over at Penn, they have all this room that you could, bring your computer, while you're waiting for the doctor, and you could, do whatever. And, it's like a little conference table. It's really sweet over at Penn. They have like a little, well, I sat right next to the coffee machine, of course. And I pulled out my laptop and I started to do my schedule for 2025. Now tomorrow, when all this craziness, because this is my week that I love with the holidays, December 26th to January 2nd. I love it. Probably January 1st, our tradition is to go to the Barnes Museum. That's probably what we're going to do. We go to the museum first of the year, because they took the parade away from us down here. We used to have the Mummer Parade down here, and it started down here, and it was a tradition. But we had a mayor that just hated everybody and everything about South Philadelphia, and he took a lot of stuff away from us, and he brought it into Center City. So now we're like, that was a big, you went to the New Year's Day parade, and met up with everybody that you haven't seen all year. And like, we don't have that. I actually did a little video the first year that the parade was gone. I walked to Broad Street, and everything comes down Broad Street. When we have like teams that win, and we have a parade, everything comes down Broad Street. And I walk down Broad Street, and I'm like, it doesn't even feel like New Year's Day. It's like such. There were a few times that I was in New York for New Year's Day, and New York has so much, but it wasn't the same. It wasn't my parade. It wasn't my friends, my childhood friends that I grew up with down here. You just feel like you missed something. Like my heart would hurt that I missed so much by missing that parade. And now here it's gone altogether, and nobody will go into Center City. We just went because it became like commercialized. Like, you need tickets. You need tickets. It used to be wall to wall people from the curb of the pavement all the way to the wall. Just everybody that was anybody was at that parade, and you ran into all your friends that you've known throughout the years. And now that's been taken away from us. But who knows? I actually like this mayor that we have now, Mayor Sherrill. I really like her a lot. I like her a lot. She is like, there's no questions, and she just is like, I'm working, you're working. This is and I have a heater on in here that I'm going to turn off because I think it's interfering with my ArtDot Putty that I have here. But still, I'm picking up all my ABs with this ArtDot, but I'm like in a closed space, nothing is open. I'm gonna turn this off. Yeah, it's doing a countdown to off. I'm getting a little hot in here too. So I think even though it's a little hot, it's a good indication of like what it might be like to diamond paint with this when the weather does get hot. Yeah, there we go. So we'll see, because it will cool down in here pretty quickly too, because it's just my foyer that leads into my living room. But that heater is interfering with this putty. Absolutely. It's not the putty. This is my favorite putty. But I will be taking out tomorrow. Let's put that over there. My angel. I was going to wait until the new year. However, I decided to get a head start. Why not? I mean, all right. Did you see I just picked up that whole row of ABs? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 9 ABs I picked up. Whole row. I love this putty. I do. But I was saying that I'm going to start my angel. And Ren wanted me to tell you guys. He said, your subscribers love those angels. And I don't know where maybe it was me, but he said, oh, I was hoping that you were going to tell me when you did the unboxing. I think he did say, do the unboxing with me first. This way, if there's any problem, I can correct it, But I was like, if I'm going to do an unboxing, I'm going to do an unboxing, and I'm going to do it in front of my subscribers. But I think because he was so rushed with the holiday and all, he just didn't want it. Yeah, listen, I understand. It's a business, and you want to, you want to do a very good first impression. I get it, absolutely. However, I would have let my subscribers know, listen, they're in a transition period, be kind, and, he'll do anything to make it right, So I did the unboxing with you guys, and I think he thought I was going to do it with him and let him know if there was any problem. But, I told you guys, listen, this is a made to order. It's going to take 3 weeks, maybe a month, because he is in a transition period. He's got to put the order in. And he said, I think he said in the email, I think I've already had a few more made, anticipating that your subscribers were going to like it, but he also said how you guys went and bought other things too. So that was great. You know, that makes me happy when somebody's starting a business and, you know, you're able to help them out, because like I know, trust me, I mean, it's tough out there. And that made me very happy. So he wanted me to tell you guys, like, you know, and I do anyway. I do anyway. It's a made to order. If you see MTO on anything that you order from him, that stands for made to order. And it's going to be, you know, a little bit. But he was very good. He worked with one of my customers who, you know, hey, listen, sometimes we get into situations with, you know, credit card theft or stuff like that, and you really want to buy something. How do you buy after that? You know what I mean? How do you buy after you've had some kind of something with your, you know, somebody stealing your identity or stuff like that? And I'm not sure what the actual problem was with one of my subscribers, but it's difficult for her. Maybe it's just, you know, hey, I don't want to put my credit card out there anymore. You know, I don't want to put my credit card out there with these companies that I don't know, and like, you know, how much can they stand behind me if something happens? I get it, trust me. But he was very kind, and he worked with her, which I thought was fabulous. And I think that was because, you know, all you guys, you know, really gave him a good reception. And that makes me so happy to see somebody, because you put a lot on the line with opening a business. Absolutely, you know. And, you know, like when I had a restaurant, and I was there. There was, you know, I walked around tables. I made sure my customers were comfortable. They got to be, you know, my guest. The greatest compliment is when your guests come in and then they come back and they bring their family. Because they want to introduce them to you and to your food and everything. But I had those people that were like, you know, you walk over to the tables, everything okay? Yeah, everything's fine. And, you know, can I do anything for you? You know, whatever. You could only read the room so much. And then it would be like they would leave and they would get on Yelp. Like, what is that? What? I'm right here. If you have a problem, tell me. I'll make it right. And like these are people put everything that they have, you know, their time, their passion, opening a business, and, you know, to just get on and be like, you know, a food critic in my situation, you know, and complain about something that could have easily been rectified. No problem. You don't like something? No problem. Give me it. Take it back. We'll make it again. Or we'll get you something else, or whatever, you know. I mean, there are people out there, unfortunately, that do try and scam you. You're not going to, you know, that's going to happen anywhere. But for the most part, like, to get on a review and give someone a bad review because, you know, you don't want to tell them up front what's wrong and give them the opportunity. If you can't give someone the opportunity to make it right, then you have no place making a bad review. No place at all. And that's the first thing that I look at when I go to buy something and I look at a review. I might even contact somebody and say, did they try and make this right? Did you reach out to them first? Because, like, I'm very curious about where I'm very curious about where I put my money. All right, so I think I'm going to stop with the ABs because I could just be dotting forever over here with these. That's so much fun to do, isn't it? When you pick up a line of ABs and you just dot them all over. It's so cool. I love it. But I'm going to go get those. I've never used glow in the dark. And I'm going to go get my little other things that I need for here. I'm going to go get the glow in the dark drills. And then I'm going to go and get the little Christmas trees that I finished. Really, Make Market has got my head spinning. I'm going to, next time I go to Michael's, I'm going to be checking out Make Market again. Just for, and you know what I liked about doing those little Christmas trees? I wasn't so intent on what I was doing. Like, I was paying attention, of course, but I wasn't so, like, I couldn't look up and watch the TV. It wasn't a big deal. You know what I mean? I wasn't like, this is what I'm doing, and I got to pay attention to every little thing. They were that easy, but also a little challenging too. They weren't so easy that you know, I could just mindlessly put drills down. All right, let me go get the ABs that are for the glow-in-the-dark moon. I'm going to get my little trees that I finished. And I did the cards too. They were so pretty. Let's put these away in here. I love this little firefly. This was one of the end of the rolls fireflies that I got. And I think it was just like a couple of bucks. Come on, little AB. I could really just, I'm going to leave them in there because if I come across an AB that I need with the glow in the dark, I'll just pop it in. There we go. It's starting to get cool in here now, so my putty will stop. Okay. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Where did I put everything? Okay. Had to make another cup of coffee. Here's the glow in the dark. I've never used these. And you know what I was thinking when I was like, oh, there's a few ABs in here still. I do that a lot. And you know why I do it? I don't bother like taking the maybe 2 that are in there. You know why? You put your drill tray away and then you're like, oh my God, I missed one. It's right there. Oh wow, these are weird. They look like jelly. All right, let me put this down. So we're gonna put those in. Very weird. And here are the trees. They're all done. I'm gonna put them in my window. I have hooks here. I'm gonna hang them up right now. I didn't put a tree up this year. I have a little tree. I have my mother-in-law's tree. I have that one, and this one, and this one. 15 colors. There was probably 4 or 5 different colors in each one. 5, it sounds right. And 1 AB, which is the white. So cute. I'm gonna hang these in my window. I'm gonna put them right up there. I'll take it when I end the video. So cute. And I have little trees in my window because I didn't put a tree up. So I took all my Christmas trees that I've had throughout the years and I put them with Santa, whose hat is hitting me in the face right now. Okay. And I turned everything around because it was getting kind of... Where's the moon? Here's the moon. Let's get up on it. Look at them. Are they weird? Am I in this shot? Now I can't see anything. Put you guys so close. I love this tray because it has a high wall. And I still manage to shake drills everywhere. Oh, I was going to say, oh my God, am I leaning on all this? All right. Okay. Oh, you could like, oh, you could barely see them. Can you see that? Can you see how you can barely see? I had enough room on the table. There we go. Let's take the diamond. Here's the ArtDot Putty that I'm using. And it's getting a little cool in here. I turned the heater off because I was sitting right on top of it and no wonder why. You know, it was like being on the sun there for a minute. You could barely see these drills. They're clear. Oh, that's really weird. There's actually one there and one there. Oh gosh. And I'm in direct sunlight too. So what events did everybody watch yesterday? I was able to watch Lizette, and then I start cleaning. I start cooking, not cleaning. Well, doing that too. I do both. I cook and then I clean, and then I cook and then I clean, because I can't stand having like a mess in the sink or in the dishwasher. So I was able to see Lizette, and then I had other things on in the background, but I can honestly say I checked in on Shay. She was busy with her dogs. I think up and down is going to be easier here because you could barely see these little dots here. But I guess you have to do them like almost invisible because you don't want anything showing through the other side. And then I caught a few. I did catch Anthony. I told you that because I went and ran and bought the kit that he was unboxing for next year. I went and I was looking at shorts, and Mia had a few really cool ones where she did a time lapse with some great music. One of my favorite bands she had. And of course now their name is evading me. I think I used the music in one of my videos too. I can't remember. But yeah, I really liked those time lapse, and I was mesmerized by it before I realized it was her. Probably the music made me stop. No, anything done in painting really makes me stop when it's a short. And I was like, oh my God, it's Mia. She's on a time lapse. I might have to use all these. I was thinking, oh, I'm only going to use this much, but. And I saw Leanne. She was unboxing an owl, I think from Dreamer Designs. I did see that. And like that was it. Like I call them the usual suspects. The people that come up all the time. I didn't get a chance. I don't even know if Diamonds and Washi had anything. Either I missed her or maybe she was taking some time off with the kids and family. Or maybe I just got, distracted. And I think that was it. Leanne, Anthony, Mia, and Lisette. I think that was all. I think that was pretty good, though, for, Christmas Eve doing dinner. And this morning when I was freaking out, John was like, you did so much yesterday. Why are you freaking out? I'm like, I'm so tired. I spend half my life looking for my charger. I have to come up with something. I got him a really cool gift for his iPhone. And I actually got it on Temu. And it's a suction that he can you put it anywhere and it automatically starts to suction itself down to it. And then it has a telescopic circle that if you have that iPad with this, you have anything on iPhone that has that circle in the back, it's a magnet. And so you magnetically charge or magnetically can stick it to things. And he loves it because he can put that. It makes me nervous when he's driving that he has that cup holder that you look down. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like anything going on in a car. I don't like music on in the car. I don't like anything that is a distraction in the car. It's enough that you're sitting next to someone and you're talking, And did you ever watch a TV show where they're in a car and they're actually looking at the other person while the car is moving? Who does that? Who takes their eyes off the road? I finished my book while I was doing my Christmas trees. I had Audible on and I was in my art room trying not to look around. So I was like, oh, let me put my Audible on. So I put that on and I listened to, even though I watched the movie before I read the book, and I watched the series before I read the book. I watched Disclaimer, which is on Apple TV right now with Kate Blanchett and Kevin Kline. Come on, Kevin Kline, are you kidding me? I love Kevin Kline, and he was excellent in the part. Oh, this is upside down. You can't even tell. He was excellent in the part, but the reader, because I do Audible, so I had my Audible on, and the reader of Disclaimer, I was like, this guy has got to be a Shakespearean actor. He read the part of the father with he was so malevolent. Oh, and Machiavellian. His voice really kept you every time he came on. Like, they were all good readers, but when he came on, he gave you the chills because the father really was. I think that they brought that out in the Apple version, the Apple TV version. But this guy reading, now when I like a reader, I will look to see what else they read, because when they're that good, they're reading really good novels. Of course, he's an actor. He's an actor. He's a Shakespearean actor. He's been around for years. His name is Richard. Oh, I'll put it in the link. I'm so bad with names. But I was like, oh my God. And in fact, there's actually a book written on him. That's how good he is. Like, I bought a book of poems on Audible because Richard Burton read them. Richard Burton had the most, oh my God, I loved his voice, Richard Burton. But anyway, so I read disclaimer through Audible, and I'm going to take these couple little ABs out, and of course, it was different a little bit. It really did follow the book until the end. And I think that they had their reasons why they didn't put that ending in. Okay. So, nothing that I would say, oh my God, they ruined it. They didn't ruin it. It was good. It was still good. So, then, you know, Audible will say, here's a preview of maybe a possible next. We think you might like this. Why is this one so yellow? I don't like that. It's like too yellow. So I said, okay, what's the next read? And the next read is by the same, look, I'm getting the ABs out, is by the same author of Disclaimer, and it's called The Secretary. And of course, the previews got me hooked because I love the girl's voice, and I love the storytelling of being a secretary, of how you are, you know, so relied on. You know, you're the person that really nobody pays attention to in the room, but you're there to like, especially when you work for these people, like I did when I was working for the architects, I worked for Richard I. Rubin, who was a big builder here in Philadelphia. I mean, I worked for him. I worked for him. I worked for his father. And then when I was leaving, his son was coming into the business. So, and I worked on the job site. You know, I loved it. I loved it. I loved hanging out with the contractors and the engineers and the architects and the investors. I loved every bit of my job. But, you know, the guys used to forget that I was in the room. They would go out to lunch, they would have a couple of drinks, I'm sure. They would come back and they would be telling the dirtiest jokes. And they would be like, oh, Elise, I'm sorry. I forgot you were here. I'm like, don't worry about it. These are all a bunch of filthy trolls. I know that. Don't worry about it. Like, you know, I was able to hang with the boys. But anyway. I like that whole concept of when you work for like, you know, really like high-end companies, and that they do, you cater to their every need. You know, you cover up their faux pas, you know, you keep everyone at bay, but they do basically, you're not their friend. You're not their family, no matter how much they rely on you. And that's the way this book started. And then I looked at the description, and they put it in the vein of Rebecca. If you remember Rebecca with Ingrid Bergman, and where, you know, who was it? The housekeeper, Mrs. Minerva, was it Mrs.? And she used to tell Ingrid Bergman all the time that there was only one Mrs. DeVille. And it was Rebecca who died. And then he marries Ingrid Bergman. But what a movie, right? He marries Ingrid Bergman, and she goes to live in this beautiful house with this housekeeper who's just like, who the hell are you? Like, you'll never take the place of beloved Rebecca. So it's in that vein. And let me tell you, I have my phone upside down, so I think the camera's here. I listened to 17 chapters in one sitting. It was 2:00 in the morning. Like he said, I got. Were we talking to you about that? About me not sleeping, that I'm up all night? I was like, I gotta go to bed. I gotta make Christmas Eve dinner tomorrow. So, love the moon. Love the moon. So I'm hooked on this book. I'll be listening to this later. Where am I here? Okay. Can't see them. I'm like, where is that moon? You can't even see them on the camera. Yeah, so I'm just like loving this book. I really think that they really should do this into I think there's a few movies called The Secretary. Or there's Secretary with what's her name? Maggie Gyllenhaal, which I just watched Maggie Gyllenhaal in Wild Heart. Very good. I love Maggie Gyllenhaal. I love all the Gyllenhaals. Oh, give me Jake. What else? You know, my mom's coming back today. My son's working. He was so tired. He was falling asleep at the dinner table yesterday. It was like, Josh, go home. You don't need to stay. You came, you ate, go home. He was like, no, I'm okay. But the kid was beat. And then he had to work today. And he's in the casino with all that noise. But he's like, he's not on the floor. He's in the back because he manages he's a slot tech. So he fixes like the slot machines and the ATMs and stuff like that. Oh my God, so pretty. Now this color, I don't know where the heck it is. It's somewhere. What color do I want to put in next? I would put the blue. I kind of work outwards, but that's not going to happen because I don't know where this color is, and I used it all last night. I could turn it around and maybe work on this little tree. And I like that. I think that's why I ran to go get the kit that Anthony was unboxing yesterday, because it was all these little houses. And Lizette just did something like this too. I don't know the artist's name. I think she said Carla. But you can check her out. And she was saying how she took little aspects of, like, it's kind of like Woman in Gold, who I've been itching to take out again now that the holiday is like, we're coming into the new year, and I'm going into the art museum January 1st. I'm going to the Barnes. That is the only private collection of artwork. If you want to know who Barnes was, look up the art of the deal. This man collected artwork that nobody wanted. He just knew, but his artwork is displayed in the Barnes Museum pretty much the way Klimt displayed artwork when he had, you know, all different painters and collectors and people that did work with clay. In that kind of, when you go to Barnes, it's like in that vein. When you go to Barnes, you walk into a room, the whole room is a collection of furniture, artifacts, sculpture, paintings. It's beautiful. If I have a picture, I think I have a picture of the Van Gogh building, because I don't know where all my artwork is from the Barnes Museum, and that's like a tradition of ours. We go every year, at the beginning of the year, we go to Barnes, and I don't even know what the exhibit is. The last one I went to was Modigliani, and that was, forget it. That was amazing. I'm surprised I didn't get arrested, because I kept going so close to the paintings. I was like right up on them, like, you know, camera right up on them. That was interesting, very interesting. And I fell in love with his artwork. And you would look at it and you would be like, what's with the eyes? Like, there's no eyes in the paintings. But when you go right up on the painting, you could see all different flecks of, they're not just black. There's like dark greens and dark blues in the eyes. And that's what was fascinating. That's why I was getting so close to the painting. As close as I am to this camera. I was looking at the eyes. And he didn't paint the eyes because he said that he had to know your soul before he painted your eyes. And I still want to see that movie. I still want to see Modigliani. I think it's, oh gosh, who played the lead? I love him too. Oh, When a Man Loves a Woman. I can't remember names. I can't. I don't know what's going on with me. I can't remember names. I could see him right in front of me. I'm going to put it down here. Just know that there's going to be like a ticker on the bottom coming up. You know, when I do a video, I'm going to have a ticker on the bottom of all the things that, you know, I can't remember. I'm cracking myself up. Anyway, let me pull this off. Then I'm going to put my trees up. I don't have that much more to go, do I? Look at how cute those trees are. I can't wait to see this at night. I'm going to leave this in here so that later on tonight when I come into diamond paint, if I ever find the rest of this color here, the blue, I'm always missing drills. I don't know how that happens, but, you know, this is such a small kit. There's probably an extra jar in there that I just don't, I'm not, you know, it's probably right in front of me and I just don't see the label. All right, my loves, let me hang my little trees. Let me see how they look. They're going to be right against the window. Let me see. See, I have all my little trees in the window because I didn't put a Christmas, but I have my mother-in-law's Christmas tree over here, along with all my other stuff in here. We were outside. It was snowing yesterday. I was like, oh my God, Christmas Eve is going to be canceled because we had snow and ice. Oh, they look cute. Oh, good. I have somewhere for them because they were just hanging off my, light. The crown roast and listen to It's a Wonderful Life. Should go in. Let me see what he's doing. He's not even in there. Oh, yes, he is. I see his feet. It's a Wonderful Life. I can't stand Jimmy Stewart's voice. I can't stand it. So thank you for keeping me company in my sanity. And I will see you tomorrow. Oh, did I tell you I'm taking my angel out tomorrow? I told you about Ren, but I'm going to take my male angel out tomorrow. I'm going to get a head start on him. I'm so confused because the camera thing is over here. I don't know if I set this up or John did. I think I set it up upside down because of the wire. I had it plugged in. Anyway, again, for the 9th time, have a wonderful Christmas. I hope you're doing exactly what you want to do today. And I hope you're having a good time with family and friends. And even if you're just at home diamond painting, then, you know, just enjoy yourself today. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Enjoy the holiday and the reason for the season. Bye, my loves. Gonna go cook. I'll send you a picture of my big crown roast.